Hello, labdien, sveiki, ciao! My name is Iveta. This is my channel about craft, mainly about knitting. Also, I'm sharing in the vlogs about my life. I love to cook. Sometimes I love to share it. Of course, I have family. Maybe I can share some lifestyle in ordinary Latvian family. Maybe how we are living here, what we are eating here, how I'm like growing tomatoes on my windowsills because I don't have a garden. I love to share about my reading adventure because it's motivating me to read more. I would love to spend like my time all the time by book, but in the same time I have so many other things which I need to do and some other things which I really love to do, and they also take my time. Daily in my work life, I'm a small business owner. I have like a small linen brand and leather brand named by my name. And I am a maker, I am a manager, I am a postman, I am everything. Time to time I share like in my chats about my experience, how it is to be an online seller as a maker. And I'm posting out videos every 2 weeks. It's a vlog style video, and in the end I'm putting this chatty part where I'm speaking about knits mostly. So if you are interested, let's go and watch my vlog, and we will meet you later in podcast part. So I put out a video for Patreons. I said in the end that I have a plan. I need to sell this, this and this, and after all I decide before I start preparing orders, I decide to cut labels. One, and I was cutting with this knife. It's super sharp, and I cut a finger. I didn't cut just simple, I cut off half of my nail. Partly it's off, partly it's still there. I'm still feeling sick thinking about that. It's super painful. I feel how my finger is like pumping, like poo, 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 poo. Oh my god. So I understood that actually work my hands is my instrument, and I damaged it. And tomorrow we have actually holiday, free Friday, but I really hope that tomorrow it will hurt less, because right now I just can't do anything. It's so, I can only hold it like this and knit. I will do that. What else? First time ever I will knit a toy, because we will have Easter for like Easter table. I decided to knit a bunny. Because I was printing out this pattern, I decided to print out also this pattern because my son loves penguins, and I will knit this too. So I started to find many like interesting scraps which I have. This actually can be quite a lot. It's a Surrey silk leftover from my mom's gift. This is also from my mom's gift, but this can look quite natural for bunny. Then I decided maybe something green, maybe something like this is from my anchor T-top leftover. But I have here more, so this would be perfect for penguin. And I have also this one. Actually, I was thinking to use this yellowy mohair together with a merino wool. It's very nice merino Italian wool, actually quite a lot, but in the same time, why not? Why not to make a bunny? And I think these colors can go very well. my god, Sam has some struggles. Kāds draudi? Tu tiki augšā, tu taču tikt lejā, rekvi krēsls. Kas tev te nepatīk? Te nekā nav. Nav neviena kukaiņa. Ko mēs ar dzīvi tik ļoti neapmierināti, ko? Let's, okay, this baby with naked belly. I hope she will be happy right now. Yeah, this can be perfect for penguin. She go away. And what do we have here? Here I have many small scraps. Oh my god, so nice. Oh wow, you see this? I think it's also can be fun for Easter bunny. And yes, this green one. Why not? We'll see. Oh, this one here we have here. And yeah, I think it's amazing to have a scraps and make something nice from actually very nice yarn. Let's try. Love to share you salads which I'm making quite often and I really love. So here we have cutted one onion, fresh onion, boiled one packaging of rice. I don't know how much there is, I believe like 100 grams. And yes, then I add 1 can of corn, and it's a tuna in tuna like natural way. It's not tuna in oil, but in own like juice. It's here we have information. Tuna in pieces in own juice. So, and there was like a small cans, so I added 2 of them, and then I add mayo. It's not super healthy, but it's very tasty. Also, I'm adding melted pepper and salt. And additionally, I made a dough for ciabatta. How do you spell ciabatta bread? It looks like this. So Let's put it for 20 minutes and dinner is ready. I'm organizing my yarn again, and you know what, I have a lot of yarn. This all into stores is Drops Flora. Then I have here Drops Fable. It's quite nice sock yarn. So turns out I have Drops Fiesta 2 blue, but I already knitted like socks. Why there are so many, I can't understand, because I remember I was buying by 3 balls because I have 1 left over, but here I have 2. Oh my god. And green one. So okay, and this is hand dyed Iveta from Marama Yarns, red and green one. Then I have like 1 ball of Iveta. This is a grundle, very nice to have a white for socks. For the next Christmas I kept this one, and I actually so much love this yarn with the speckles of, okay, here, this is very beautiful yarn, and I can't decide what to knit. I don't say sock yarn only as a sock, I say something more. So then I have like this Regia tweed. I love this yarn a lot. I have knitted in grey, in also in like dark blue. So let's put it here. And then I have, this is the new edition from Relana Garn. What kind of socks we will have here, like this one. Beautiful, I love it. And then I have also this pink and like greenish, bluish, turquoise, brown, something like this. Beautiful. My god, I have a lot of yarn actually. Cleaning everything. It's nice to clean something. I will go and pack my packages which I made today and go to ship them out tonight. Actually, I love that I can go and ship out things tonight. I don't need to like schedule my time by post office working time. I can go whenever I want and do this. Yes. I just made linen top, and I'm really amazed by this design. I really love this. Actually, I was thinking while I was sewing this garment, I was thinking that I want to make for myself too. I have one, but I want more and wear together with the jeans and with this skirt. I just need to sew skirts which will look nice with this. But I know the feeling when you are wearing this garment if it's very hot, because it's oversized, it's flowy, and if it's a windy day but hot, it's so pleasant feeling. Wind is going through your garment, and there is a space that your armpits also feel very comfortable, and there is now very close to armpits a fabric, so I'm really happy that I made this garment. And now I will pack and go and ship it out. Wow. And I really hope my YouTube friend will be happy to have this blouse. I really hope that this will look nice. Nice garment. I love it. And let's pack it. And shirts. So great. So great. Needed to put in smaller box because otherwise I can't put in this envelope. Again. So I don't think that this will be a very long podcast part. I have, thankfully, maybe I can say so, I have quite a lot of main things in my brand to do. Like, for example, I will film this podcast and starting to work on my orders because we still have them. And therefore I don't have many time for knitting actually, and that, of course, I started this like a secret type of project with which I'm sharing in my Patreon, and they also took my time. And oh my god, I would love to have more hours in the day, but yeah, I'm trying to be also very healthy, just to try to go sleep earlier, wake up at least 1 hour earlier as I usually do this. And I feel this works because I got much more sleepy earlier as it was before that. So yeah, a little bit reschedule the day because actually I love mornings, I love morning sun, but I don't like to wake up early, and it's hard because it's so beautiful in the mornings. I don't know, it's a different vibe in this like beginning of the day, this vibe. And if you also walk out your dog early morning, well, at least very early at 9 o'clock in the morning, for me it's early to walk out the dog, but there is a different air. So everything feels much more different. And yeah, I really want to enjoy this more, so therefore I'm not knitting till the 1 o'clock at the night. But I see, oh, it's 11 o'clock, let's start to go to sleep. Let's start, it means that I have some things which I need to accomplish till I go to the bed. Let's start to share what I was doing and with what I would love to share with you. Ta-da! At first I finished these socks. Oh my god, I don't remember the color. Recently my knitting friend was asking which color it is, and I even was messed up with the numbers, so therefore I will better to write down. But this is Drops Fiesta. How you know that Drops Fiesta like they try to copy, like this yarn is hand dyed, so, and there is a gradation, but this one yarn is with the speckles, and when you are knitting there is no stripes or something like this, but it's like a speckle type. We can compare this this color with another one. So this one is with gradation, like when colors changing, and this one was the speckles. I already knitted one more color. If I will have a picture, I will add, but my daughter already is using this. They also are like this type, like stripy, and actually I was surprised how the sock yarn isn't similar, like each ball isn't similar, and there is a difference, so be prepared that your socks will be different in some like way, but in the same, it looks like a pair of socks. And I'm using PetiteKnit pattern Sunday socks, and one ball for one pair of socks. And here I was using another type of heel, but in this socks I made original type of heel, not this one where you like knit a tube and after all like picking up and making like decreases, and then you have this heel. I love this option because it's super easy, but after I knitted this one I understood it's also not very complicated and it looks very nice. I want to say you that for this yarn I cast on 44 stitches in the round, so I believe that in the pattern smallest amount was for smallest size was 46 stitches, but for me it seems too much. I knitted on 3mm needles, so, and this is so much fun, so much fun. I have left green one yarn, and actually surprisingly I have more 2 balls for this sock color, but I don't want to knit the same color again. It's not so much fun, so maybe I will like give it away, that yarn. But this is so beautiful, I really love it. I tried to knit to my size, but I think it turns out a little bit bigger. And I had a plan and I don't know what to do. I hope, well, I had a plan to give it as a gift, this socks, and I really hope that they will fit to the person which I want to give it, because I think they are like, they're looking perfectly for her like character. I think so. So yeah, I love this project actually. I really love because it's mindful. If I don't need to think, I'm just knit. The only place where I need to think a little bit more is a heel, and after all I again knit, and that's it. So, and end up with a Cashmere stitch. I even don't remember is this version in the pattern because I didn't look up, but I was reading only this heel part, about this heel part, and yeah, and this is so beautiful. I have left a super small amount of ball, and yeah, this is how they look. Have this one very long time whip for 2 years, and I didn't finish it, and I couldn't finish it because I needed to fill it with a filling because it's a toy. It looks not very even, You need to squish it. This will gonna be a seal. So, and I just fill it up. I think I need to fill it more even because it seems so soft. I don't have experience with the toys, so I don't know how much should I fill this stuff, but one leg is ready. There is no pattern. I'm just knitting as I imagine, so I need to copy the same leg. I hope this I will be able to manage it. And then I need to use crochet hands, pew, 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 like this. And then I offered my daughter, maybe she wants to make like a face for the seal, because she can do it in felting mode. But I'm not sure is she ready to do this, but I know that she can felt a very beautiful little things, and maybe she would love to do this. How I feel by this project. So everything is on the go, no pattern. I'm not writing down anything. At first I think there is too much holes, too big holes, and you can see the filling. I don't know, maybe in the end I will sew like this, the thick yarn in the round, or maybe like this, we'll see. But it will take more time, but in that case their holes will be closed, and maybe this toy will survive longer than without doing this. Of course I'm using like leftovers, many leftovers, but here I took absolutely new brushed alpaca silk. Yeah, and this is how it looks. It was boring to knit this one leg, or I don't know how you call it, plasna. In Latvian we have the name plasna. Actually in the springtime our country, our territory, Latvia, is almost half part like border nearby Baltic Sea, and during the springtime there's coming out from the sea these babies. They love to chill out in the sun. Everywhere we have like warnings and to make attention to people that they don't let from the leash a dog, so that they don't go close to babies, to the seals, and also that they don't try to like rescue them, because they do it inappropriately. They are going out from the sea because they want to do this, and when they want to go back in the sea they will do this, and they don't need any help. Yeah, we have this problem. I really hope that people know that they shouldn't do this. And this looks like a baby seal, and actually I think maybe I should oh my god, he's not so even body. Your body isn't even, but I think maybe I should to make some like sewing process with a yarn, like to make, for example, that he's shedding from this fluffy thing to a smooth seal. Maybe, but okay, it looks this will take a lot of time, and I'm doing only because my daughter loves seals. And then we had an Easter, and I didn't have the mood like to do any decoration or something like this. I was in the mood more when my kids was little and they were excited about everything, but right now they are teenagers. They are not so much excited, but in the same time I see that they were quite happy when there was a beautiful morning table, and that they made eggs and Maybe I have some picture I can add, but I decided to knit this bunny. I will add the designer of this pattern, and this was my first time like knitting some toy from the pattern. And to be true, I think there is something off with the face, because in the pattern I will add a picture how it should look, but my bunny looks super weird. But it still lives on table. I can say my mistake, I really should to use here only lace type yarn, not this stick type yarn. I was using only a scraps which I found, so I have some Easter yellow, like almost yellow Easter bunny. I think I got something wrong in sewing process. It was like my kids couldn't look at this bunny without smile. There was a lot of jokes about that, and eventually my daughter like said, oh no, we will love it anyway. So he's still living on the table. I think he will live for a while, like springtime, and then maybe I will make I really want to knit a penguin, because my son loves penguins, and he even in his 15, he would love to have a penguin. So that's also was one of the finished projects. And it's very funny. And next, what I was knitting and unraveling, in the end it was yesterday evening actually I was knitting, and in the end I decided, okay, I will unravel is my cardigan. And now I'm knitting front band, and I reached up a place where I will need to make a buttonholes. And how you see, I'm knitting in the ribbing. At first I was knitting like a double stitch bind, like that beautiful one, but that was mistake, I would say, to wash it before that bind thing. Therefore I decided, I think this version will be this time the better, and for the first time ever I will have like original April cardigan by PetiteKnit, because I was, every time when I was knitting it, I was modifying this part of bind front white band for buttons. So yeah, and I can show you actually how yarn looks different from the spool, and how it looks when it's already washed and so fluffy. So there is now no much left. I stopped because I need to look up where should I put my buttonholes. So I need to think, and I didn't want to think yesterday, so I stopped to this. It means it's not ready this week, but after 2 weeks it's definitely will be ready. Woohoo! And I will have like cashmere, 100% cashmere classic type cardigan. It's nice. Also I'm planning like to knit one project. I was speaking about it before, from this brushed alpaca mohair. One is drops, one is hand dyed from Maruma yarns, and I found actually very nice pattern which I really want to knit, but I can't get in the gauge because this designer, she's using also her own like yarn for this project, and for me it's always a problem to get a right gauge. It's always too big, or if it seems that it's okay, eventually when I'm knitting a garment it's too big, and try to knit a fish. It's a half of the fish because I'm too lazy to knit whole fish. And then here I'm like holding together two strands. One is alpaca brush, the other one is a kid silk mohair, and here's the same. But I must say, it's so, for me it seems so wasteful because brushed alpaca is so soft and nice yarn, and kid silk mohair, it's from the Drops, and I feel it's take away this softness. It's not so nice anymore. And yeah, and therefore I started to knit like in one strand. This fish isn't so super even looking, but maybe I need to like try out in this way. What can I lose? But I really want such a nice and light and beautiful sweater from very nice yarn that it's soft. I think I will try in this one strand option and mixing with the white one, and I think this sweater looks so much fun for the summertime, and I really feel that I want more colors. I want to like experience this fun part when I'm knitting, and also I really want to, I know that colors looks good on me because I have dark hair, and this just bring like healthy look to my face, either this beige one. Of course it's like a classic type, and yeah, it's so nice, but in the same time I feel a little bit bored to have like stitches get off, a little bit bored to have all the time garments in these shades. Then I maybe better prefer black color. I really love black color, but it's so bold, like pew, and I know that black color also looks good on me. So yeah, but the black color to knit is quite complicated. And if to speak about colors, I also love a lot the brown color. So I remember I have this time when I was 16 years old. It's 1998, and I had everything in brown. I remember my outfit, stretchy, like ribbing type, like this brown sweater with V-neck. It was like slim fitted on me. I had in check woolen skirts, also brown, mini skirts. I have oh my god, this maybe sounds crazy combination. I had tights which were like also in check, but in the like a romb type, romps. I will write this word because I don't know is it correctly how I spell it in English. And I had like a platform, not very big platform, but like slightly platform brown high boots. So sad I don't have photo from that time. I don't have any photos from that time because we didn't have in family photo camera, and and we didn't have like Android or any other phones to make pictures. So really sad, but I remember that I felt so nice in this outfit and that I look very cool in it. And that was the first time I tried to color my hair in more like juicy chocolate brown color. I think I would do the same if I wouldn't be so lazy to coloring my hair. I decided while I don't have like gray hair, I will not do this because it's so time-consuming and I don't want to do this. I'm looking back to these times. I would love to have outfit like this, maybe a little bit different, like for my age. Maybe the sweater could be more like free loosey style, and I would love to have like check type skirts, but they would be mid-size or long. And yes, I would love to have like long type boots on platform heel. I think it would look super great right now too. Maybe I can accomplish this look to next autumn. Let's try to think about it. About clothes, it's not so complicated, but about the boots, it can be challenging to find the same like style. Yeah. So therefore, I really hope to start very soon this project, fish sweater. And if you are in love in this pattern and you start earlier than me, because I think I will start it somewhere in May, in the end of the May, not sooner, then just maybe write down your, I don't know, your Instagram account or any other place or Ravelry where I can check out. Maybe someone will put this pattern in Ravelry, because I didn't find it in Ravelry. But I will put a link where you can find this fun designs, because there is many other and they are quite popular. You have seen them at least in Instagram. And this is it about knitting, and my plan is to finish this, and then I will think what can I start new for myself. Other things I really want to accomplish on my experiment. Oh Dios. Zirneklis. There was a spider. Actually, I'm afraid from the spiders, but there are so many during this time that I am used to them already. This was at least small, but in the Saturday I found a huge, like this big. Okay, vacuum cleaner is my helper in these situations. Whew. Oh my god, why should I be scared from this? I don't understand, but it's so disgusting. I was speaking about experiment. Yes, I have one experiment. So there is coming up 2 sweaters. And I don't know how fast I will finish this experiment, but I think the next one, actually, I have 2 types of yarns from Iveta, the Athenian maker. One is a linen bamboo yarn, other one is a woolly yarn, and I think I should do something with bamboo linen yarn, because I started already to do, but eventually I unraveled. I was planning to knit from that yarn anchor T-top, but I found out that ribbing looks not so nice actually. I didn't like this result, and I decided for that type of yarn, it would be perfect to use some pattern where it's only stockinette stitch without any ribbings. Maybe like I-cord edging would be great, but maybe that can be a cloud sweater, or there was another one. I'm speaking only about PetiteKnit only because I have patterns from her, and there is a times when I'm buying from her and I don't accomplish them. They just stay in my file keeper, and I never have been knitted from this pattern. I'm happy that I have so many times reused April cardigan pattern. I need to choose, but yes, from bamboo linen would be nice to use the stockinette. And I hope I will start, and maybe that could be the next, but it also will be the beige. And really craving some colors. Because believe me or not, it's so therapeutically to knit colors. I really want to have some colors in my work and to enjoy knitting and boost my mood with this and be more happy person, because for me knitting is like a therapy. I don't go for a real therapy. Knitting. I love to knit. And next I want to speak about books. Oh my god, I finished this book, and actually I read it feedbacks in Goodreads, and there was so many different feedbacks. Overall this book has a good rating, but I must say it wasn't for me. I don't know, I will give it this book away to my friend, but I was reading it from January. It's so long. It was quite, for me it was quite boring, because this language, it was too many epithets, I don't know, too many like fantasy things. I can't. I need a real things. I can't read some I don't know. It felt like I'm reading some imaginated word in someone's head, and I didn't like that. I don't know. I am more like a novel lover, and historical biographical books and crime books. It's more for me. So I'm reading this one. It's in Latvian, but I think you can find it in English too. Quite a big book, but as I don't have so many times for reading, I can say this book is quite interesting. It's from the times when it's about Norwegian, like family, like dynasty from 1815s, if I remember correctly. Maybe, I don't see here years. But yes, it was from that time, and there wasn't still like a capital city named by name Oslo. There was Christopher. There was another name for this city, and there was like this historical, there is captured this historical time when there is now Oslo, and how people were celebrating that city become named by another like name, and now we know like a Norwegian capital city is Oslo. Yes, but it's not the main thing about this book. It's about women. Actually, I would say it's all about women. How was the world in that time, from childhood till the old times. Yes, and it's very nice book. But how you see, I'm reading very slowly, but this book I really love. And I have a book club team right now. This is the first time when I'm reading the one book with someone else together, and I have a friend, a knitting friend, and she has this book. It's actually Ali in sweatpants. I'm always telling sweet pants, but it's a sweatpants. Ali in sweatpants, and she told me that she has the same book, and yesterday we started to read it. Yay! And we have like a small book club, and actually I have another two girls from knitting related friends. We were planning to read together one book, but I really wanted to find it in Latvian, just this author, and maybe we will manage another one, like book club with other ladies. I still haven't found this book. To be true, I haven't been in our library to look for the book, but maybe I will do it. And before ask to ladies, are they ready to read some book when I will finish this, if I'm not too late. Of course, maybe I'm too late, but anyway, it's never too late. I can read the same book and then discuss with someone. It's very, very interesting. And yes, and this book actually was gifted to my daughter from my mom. And my daughter even didn't start to read it, and I started to read it, and I like it actually. But I haven't read it a lot, only 70 pages right now. But it feels much more, yes, interesting for me than this book. I will not buy any book from this author. I will not spell her name because I'm afraid I'm spelling it wrong. But yeah, it was, well, can I spoil a little bit? Small spoiler. Here is about toxic relationship in between friends. So, and actually only the last part of the book was super interesting. Till that time it was they are showing all the time these complicated and very beautiful words, in my opinion, blah 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 blah, and only in the end finally we are reading some things, that there is something happening finally. So yes, this is how I felt. So let's see how long I will read this book, because I feel a little bit embarrassing. Ali is from USA, so for her it's not a problem to read a book in English because it's her native language. But for me it is I understand actually everything what I'm reading, but sometimes there is errors and I read the sentence what? I didn't understand. What? I need to read again. Okay. And there is some short type things in words for example, multiple identical shoes. So what is a shoes? In this case, I am always Googling and looking what is it. Okay, I think that's it. Oh my god, I was thinking it will be short, or I will editing very hardly, or this eventually will be quite long. And I will show you how big is my tomatoes right now. That will be it. I hope to meet you next after 2 weeks, and I really hope to share something new from my sewing world too, because yesterday I spent a lot of time by working on my new sewing designs, and which I want to make for myself. Actually, I want to make my wardrobe, in my wardrobe, some new things. And when I'm making something new for myself, I see this object in my brand line, and I'm adding for the sale too. And yeah, so let's enjoy spring, how always. What else to say? Everything becomes so juicy, green and beautiful, and walks with the dog are more enjoyable. I really try to go walk more often, and yes, and enjoy this very short time in our country when we have a nice weather. Actually, it's a little bit cold, but in the same time it's not the winter anymore. I hope you enjoyed time with me, that you were, I don't know, doing something fun while I'm chatting here and showing some things. I hope you to meet another time. If you want to know about more my other projects or something personally, there is a Patreon. I think it's a super safe place, very nice, and I feel they're more free to share also about my life. And I feel that I really want to share about my secret projects more than here, because I'm afraid to fail here, but there I'm not afraid to fail. So yeah, okay, have a nice day, have a fun crafty time till the May already, I can say so, and bye bye. And here's my tomatoes. I had much more, but I shared with my tomato plants with other. I have 3 more. Here is living 3 more little plants, and we'll see how they grow up.